Dear students, in the present session, I wish to give a geometric interpretation of vector operations. A geometric interpretation of vector operations. Like addition, multiplication, scalar multiplication, etc. of vectors. And these topics are familiar to you. My concern is to give a geometric interpretation to vector operations like addition, multiplication, scalar multiplication, etc. Now, a column or row vector with n elements. A column or a row vector with n elements can be viewed as an n tuple. As an n tuple. Tuple means finite sequence of terms. Tuple means finite sequence of terms. So, a column or row vector can be vector with n elements can be viewed as an n tuple, and hence a point in the n dimensional space. A point in the n dimensional space, we call it n space. Tuple means finite sequence of terms. Now, to explain this, you consider this graph. This is x1, x2, 3, 6, 2, 4. Now, in the graph, the points 3, 2, the points 3, 2 is plotted in a 2 space, not n space, as the vector has only 2 elements, as a 2 space, and we label it as U. We label it as U. U is a point in the 2 space representing 3, 2. 3, 2. Now, this is the geometric counterpart of the vector U. 3, 2. Or the transpose 3, 2. So this point U is the geometric counterpart of the vector U. And when I say vector, vector always means column vector. Its transpose is the row vector. Transpose is the row vector. So this vector U is represented as a point in the 2 space. Similarly, if the vector U has n elements, say u1, u2, etc., un, then it can be represented as a point in the n space, n dimensional space. Now, if so vector is represented as a point in the n space or in the 2 space. If you draw an arrow from the origin, origin is 0, 0, origin to the point. If you draw an arrow from the origin to U, it specifies a unique straight route to reach u from origin. There is a unique straight route to reach from origin to u. Since a unique arrow exists to each point, another point, another unique arrow, another point, another unique arrow, like this. So, since a unique arrow exists for each point, we can regard vector u. We can regard vector u graphically as represented by the point u. A vector u is represented by the point 3, 2 or as a corresponding arrow. So vector u is represented either as a point in the n-dimensional space or the 2 space in this case, or represented as an arrow from the origin to that particular point. Such an arrow with a definite length and direction. Such an arrow with a definite length and direction is known as radius vector. Radius vector. So remember this, geometrically the vector is represented either as a point in the n-dimensional space or n space or 2 space, or as an arrow from the origin to that point. This arrow is known as radius vector, the arrow with a definite length and direction. Now with this interpretation of vector, we can give a geometric interpretation of scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication and geometric interpretation to scalar multiplication and addition and subtraction of vectors. Scalar multiplication is familiar to you. Addition and subtraction is also familiar to you. You know, in the context of matrix algebra, a constant is known as a scalar because when you multiply a matrix with a constant, it scales up or scales down the matrix. So the name scalar multiplication. Now let us plot the vector as 2u as equal to 2 into u, that is 6, 4. Then the point is this 2u. We represent it as 2u, the vector 6, 4. Now, if you multiply the vector with a constant, a scalar 2, then what you can see is the arrowhead extends out like this. The arrowhead extends extends out, or it overlaps the original one with twice the length. If u is multiplied by any scalar k, it produces what is known as overlapping arrows. But where will be the new arrowhead depends on the value of k. If k is equal to 1, then 2 is k, then it is 6 and 4 itself. Arrowhead is not affected. If k is greater than 1, arrowhead extends out. For example, if k is equal to 2, arrowhead extends out. If k is less than 1 and greater than 0, arrowhead shrinks. Arrowhead shrinks. And if k is equal to 0, arrowhead shrinks to the origin. Shrinks to the origin. If k is equal to -1, as you can see, this, it becomes -1 into u. That is -3 and -2. So you will get -3 and -2. The point is here. This is the point, -3, -2. So if k is -1, then what happens is the direction of the arrowhead reverses. So this is the geometric interpretation of scalar multiplication. For that, it is assumed that a vector is represented as a point in the n-dimensional space, also as a straight line from the origin to that point, and it is known as the radius vector. If the original vector is multiplied by a k, what happens to the arrowhead depends on the value of k, and it is clear from the graph. Now let us see this vector addition. Vector addition. Suppose that you have two vectors, v is equal to 1 and 4, u is equal to 3 and 2. Then u plus v is equal to 4 and 6. 4 and 6. Now let me consider these two vectors. Then the first vector is 1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 4. This is the point. And this is v, the vector v. And the vector u is 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Which is the point? The point is v, 1 and 4. This is the point. 3 and 2. That is 3 and 2. That is u, 3, 2. Now, what is u plus v? U plus v is 4. This is 4 and 6. U plus v, 4, 6. So now consider this. You can see that this is a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. And the two sides of the parallelogram are two vectors, v and u. And what is the diagonal? The diagonal of the parallelogram is nothing but u plus v. u plus v. So this is a vector, this is a vector, then the diagonal u plus v is the sum of these vectors. So this is a result. If two sides of a parallelogram are two vectors, then the diagonal of the parallelogram is the sum of the vectors. Sum of the vectors. And this is the geometric interpretation of vector addition. And this result will be used in the subsequent session. So we have considered scalar multiplication and vector addition. For more areas associated with the geometric interpretation of vectors, addition, multiplication, etc., you can refer Alpha C. Chiang, Fundamental Methods of Mathematical Economics. So this is the important result. If two sides of a parallelogram are two vectors, then the diagonal is the sum of the vectors. The diagonal is the sum of the vectors, as it is clear from this graph.